In this video, we're talking about second marriages and 3 ways to make them strong.
Now, the research says that 41% of first marriages end in divorce, and 60% of second marriages end in divorce. I mean, that's...
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, and so the reasons why so many relationships and marriages end in divorce or break up, second ones especially, because there's so many emotional scars that you're carrying from other relationships and patterns of living and ways of looking at the world and things that were done to you that you swore would never happen to you again, and so you put up walls and defenses. And the things that you're emotionally, protecting against and wanting to make sure, and issues that are going on. Money is such a big one. Mm-hmm. Blended families, different parenting styles, jobs, and making schedules work. All of those things can really impact how to make a marriage or a relationship strong.
Yeah, this is our second marriage. And
going strong.
Yeah, and we had a wonderful soulmate experience at the first, of getting together. And then after a while, the same challenges that were in our first marriages showed up in our second marriages, right?
Yeah. And so what we had to figure out early on was that the whole game was to learn something from the first marriage and not just have it repeat as this is like, phase 2 of what we did the first time. So a lot of times people come to us who end up being coaching clients, or they buy our books or our programs on relationships and love, and they start talking about, well, my wife is such a blah, 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 or my husband is such a, you fill in the blank here.
It's easy to blame the ex, right?
It's easy to blame them. Mm-hmm. But you want to learn something from that previous relationship, and you want to learn as you go in this relationship.
I'll tell a little story about when Otto and I were first together. We wanted to drain our waterbed, which those of you are old enough to remember waterbeds, right? And we were getting a real bed. So because Otto was working, I thought, well, I'll do this myself. It can't be that hard. So I hauled up the heavy hose and into the bedroom and tried to figure out how to hook it up and all this and that. And in the meantime, I was getting angrier and angrier. Why isn't he helping me?
Because I'm working. That's
why isn't he coming to my rescue? What? Well, finally, I realized that this is pretty similar to what I would do in my first marriage, and I would just assume my husband would come to my rescue, and when Otto didn't, I was just angry with him. Well, I learned that, maybe I need to ask for help when I need it. Wow, what?
What an aha moment.
An aha moment. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I got to learn through that.
And that's just one example of what you can learn about doing things differently.
So you don't do the second marriage like you did the first one.
Yeah. So 3 ways to keep a second marriage strong, or any marriage for that reason. Number 1 is be clear and honest with yourself and your partner.
And number 2, learn from the first marriage, as we talked about. Get those problems up front and on the table. If there are going to be parenting issues, which there usually are if you're trying to blend families, get them right there on the table. Talk about how you're going to treat, each other's kids and your kids, and money issues. Money issues are so big.
And where you're going to, all kind of things, like where you're going to spend the holidays. All these things come up.
And not when you're angry, but talk about them when you're really feeling good with each other.
And the third thing that we want to say is be sure that you jump out of old patterns of thinking, because it's your old patterns of thinking, your old ways of looking at the world and how to do things. Those are the things that very often can keep you stuck and keep you from being as close and as connected and as in love as you really want. And that's what we want for you, is to keep your second marriage strong and alive and vibrant, because we know that you can do this. this. We've done it in our own relationship. We've worked with people, countless people who've been able to do this in their second marriage and other marriages as well. But you can absolutely do this. If you like this video, be sure and hit the red subscribe button that you see there on your right below the screen there, and you'll be notified whenever we release new videos and new updates right here on YouTube. Also, be sure and go to our website, which is susieandotto.com. You see the web address right there on your screen, and you'll be able to get our free gift for you that we have, which is our Passionate Spark Lasting Love free ebook. You're going to absolutely
Some of
love
our best tips are in there.
Absolutely. You're going to love it. Go there, get our free gift, which is our free ebook for you, Passionate Spark Lasting Love, and we know that it's going to help you a lot. So again, it's Susie and Otto Collins, and thanks so much for watching this video. We look forward to seeing you again on another video or somewhere else soon.